Passive income sounds like the dream because it feels like the shortcut everyone is looking for. Money coming in while you sleep, dividends hitting the account, rental checks showing up, a side business running in the background. The idea is attractive because most people do not just want more money, they want less pressure. But here is the part that gets skipped. Passive income does not fix a weak financial foundation. It usually exposes it. A lot of young professionals start chasing passive income before they have control over the money already coming in. They want dividend stocks, rental properties, vending machines, digital products, covered calls, or some kind of side hustle that sounds low maintenance. And some of those things can work, but they are not magic. They still require capital, patience, risk management, and a basic level of financial stability. The problem is not wanting passive income. The problem is using passive income as an escape plan from bad money systems. Because if your regular paycheck is already leaking, a second income stream usually does not solve the issue. It just gives you more money to mismanage. That is why someone can make $70,000 a year, add a small side hustle, and still feel broke. The income changed, but the structure did not. The hard truth is that most people do not need passive income first. They need margin first. Margin is the space between what comes in and what goes out. It is the money that gives you options. It is what lets you invest without panic, handle repairs without debt, and make decisions without constantly feeling behind. Without margin, passive income becomes another financial distraction. You can buy dividend stocks, but if you are carrying high-interest credit card debt, the math is probably working against you. You can try to start a side business, but if every extra dollar disappears into random spending, the business will feel busy without actually building wealth. You can talk about rental properties, but if one car repair would throw your budget off, owning a rental could become more stressful than helpful. This is not about being boring. It is about sequencing. The right financial move at the wrong time can still be the wrong move. Let's use simple numbers. Say you take home $4,500 a month. Your rent or mortgage is $1,500. Your car payment and insurance together are $800. Food, subscriptions, phone, utilities, gas, and regular spending take another $1,700. That leaves you with $500 on paper. But then real life happens. A birthday dinner, a tire replacement, a weekend trip, a medical bill, a few Amazon orders you barely remember. Suddenly that $500 is gone, and maybe a little more ends up on a credit card. Now imagine you build a small passive income stream that gives you $100 a month. That is useful, but it does not fix the system. If the household is leaking $500 through unclear spending, debt payments, and lifestyle creep, then $100 of passive income just gets swallowed. And if you had to invest $3,000 to create that $100 a month, you also have to ask what else that $3,000 could have done. It could have built an emergency fund. It could have paid off high-interest debt. It could have reduced financial stress. It could have created breathing room. Passive income sounds more exciting than margin, but margin usually changes your life faster. The money leak is not always one obvious mistake. It is usually a collection of small commitments that quietly make your paycheck less powerful. A car payment that felt reasonable at the dealership. A few subscriptions you stop noticing. Food spending that keeps creeping up because you are busy. Credit card interest that does not feel urgent because the minimum payment looks manageable. A lifestyle that expanded as soon as your income went up. None of these decisions feels catastrophic by itself. That is why they are dangerous. They do not blow up your finances overnight. They slowly remove your flexibility. And when you lose flexibility, you start looking for income to save you. More income, passive income, side income, any income. But sometimes the fastest way to feel like you got a raise is to stop letting your current income disappear into things you barely care about. That does not mean you should live like you are broke forever. It means your spending should be intentional enough that your income has a job before the month starts. The better move is to build your income engine in the right order. First, stabilize the base. That means you know what comes in, what goes out, what debt is costing you, and how much margin you actually have. Not what you hope you have. Not what your banking app suggests on a good day. What you actually have after normal life happens. Then, protect the base. That means cash reserves, fewer fragile payments, and enough breathing room that one surprise expense does not become a financial emergency. Then, grow from the base. That is where investing, business income, rental income, dividend income, and other wealth-building moves start to make more sense. This is the difference between chasing income and building wealth. Chasing income says, I need more money so I can finally get ahead. Building wealth says, I need a stronger system so every new dollar actually moves me forward. That mindset shift matters because passive income is not supposed to be a rescue boat. It is supposed to be a multiplier. If your finances are organized, an extra $100 a month can be invested, used to pay debt faster, or saved toward a real goal. If your finances are messy, that same $100 disappears and you barely notice it. Start by finding your real monthly margin. Look at the last 30 to 60 days of spending and ask one simple question. After normal expenses, normal fun, and normal surprises, how much money actually stays with you? Not the perfect budget version, the real version. Then separate your money goals by priority. If you have high interest debt, unstable cash reserves, and no consistent investing habit, those probably come before chasing a complicated passive income idea. That does not mean you can never build passive income. It means you should stop pretending every strategy has the same urgency. Finally, pick one boring fix that creates more margin within the next 30 days. Cancel the things you do not use. Renegotiate a bill. Pause one expensive habit. Sell something you do not need and use the money to create a small cash buffer. Put a clear limit on food delivery or impulse spending. The goal is not perfection. The goal is proof that you can control the gap between income and expenses. Once you can create margin on purpose, passive income becomes much more powerful. Wealth Nexus rule. Passive income is a multiplier, not a substitute for financial control. If you want help building that foundation, the Smart Wealth Starter Kit is built for this exact stage. It gives you a simple way to organize your budget, track expenses, and start turning your paycheck into a plan instead of guessing where the money went. And if you want more practical money breakdowns like this, you can check out the Wealth Nexus newsletter. It is built for clear, realistic personal finance without the hype. Passive income is not bad. It is just oversold as the first step. For most young professionals, the first step is not finding a way to make money while you sleep. It is making sure your money does not disappear while you are awake. Because when your paycheck has no structure, more income usually creates more spending. But when your foundation is strong, more income creates options. So do not give up on passive income. Just stop treating it like the thing that fixes everything. Build margin first, reduce the leaks, create a system your income can actually flow through. Then when you add passive income later, it will not be covering up financial chaos. It will be accelerating real wealth. Like and subscribe.